I promised I would say something nice about the Raiders. Raiders are 4-4. They have the game with the Chargers coming up tonight. And I started to look at the schedule here. You got the Chargers in Oakland. Let's say the Raiders win that one. So then they go to 5-4. Then I've got the Raiders against the Bengals, hosting the Bengals. Let's say 6-4. The Raiders play the Jets. That's in New York. I'll begrudgingly go 7-4. Then the Raiders at the Chiefs. I'm going to say 7-5. Titans play the Raiders in Oakland. 8-5. Then the Jaguars against the Raiders, but with Nick Foles. Let's say 9-5. Raiders play the Chargers. Raiders will have the home field advantage in Los Angeles. And then the Raiders play the Broncos. Is there a chance that a Raider team that we thought was rebuilding, reloading for Las Vegas, on Hard Knocks look like a mess? Antonio Brown. I didn't think John Gruden was sold on Derek Carr. You may have the rookie of the year in Josh Jacobs. They kept looking for a pass rusher after they got rid of Khalil Mack. Imagine if the Raiders are winning 9 games. That's pretty impressive. Now, I can put a lot of blame on the Raiders and how they handled all of this, and maybe they accidentally did this. Derek Carr has played well. I think he's getting a little more credit than he deserves, but he's playing well. But you start to look at the Raiders. Now watch them lose tonight to the Chargers. But they could conceivably be a 9-7 team, a 10-6 team. And who would have thought that they might be the second best team in that conference? And we'll see how that plays out tonight. Yes,
in that division, you mean?
In that division, yeah, in the AFC West.
What's a line for the Chargers?
I don't know.
Is that possible? I mean, it's funny because they're the flip side. The Chargers also could maybe make a better run here.
I'd have to look at their schedule, and maybe it's very similar to the Raiders, but I don't know. It just sounded like...
Have you been burned forever by the Chargers? You're never coming back to them?
Yeah. Well, I had them going to the Super Bowl last year, and I just thought that they were the most talented team I saw in the AFC last year.
Right.
Now, offensively and defensively. Right. And, there's a Charger way about them that it just feels like they're Sisyphus. They push the boulder up the mountain, and they only get so far before that boulder comes down and crushes their spirit. Yes, Todd.
After the Raiders, the Chargers host the Chiefs. They're at the Broncos. They're at the Jaguars. They host the Vikings. They host the Raiders again, and then they're back to Arrowhead.
Yeah.
But the Chargers always find a way, though.
Yeah.
It always seems to go wrong. You know, even the whole story about them going to London, I just hope London doesn't become that carrot that Los Angeles was for years with teams, with owners, with franchises. Hey, if you guys don't give us a new stadium, we're moving to Los Angeles. Well, then you finally get the Rams who moved to Los Angeles. I don't know if that's what's going to happen with some of these NFL teams. There was an article in Sports Illustrated that looked at this and said, is London the new Los Angeles, where we're going to go, hey, if you don't give us that new stadium, we're going to London. Good luck with that.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.